You recognize right there in that moment that you've been valid as is, that you've been great as is, that you've been important enough, worthy enough from the start. So give yourself that time, give yourself that space, and you will see. CEOs, what's up? It's your boy CEO Habashan. I'm back with another video, and you can never go wrong with being you. That being said, choose all of you. Reason being, you are the most permanent thing in your life. Matter of fact, this life of yours is literally yours. Thus, prioritizing your wants, your needs isn't selfish at all. If anything, that's you living your life to the fullest extent. So do so whenever, wherever. If not you, who then? If not you, who will? Reality is what you do next. And with that being said, I have these two screenshots that I feel like go best what I had to share with you for today. We're actually going to get straight into them today. All right. So the first one says this: focus on the things you can control, like your attitude and effort. I'll say that one more time. Focus on the things you can control, like your attitude and effort. Last but not least, the second one says this: I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will find me. Simple. I'm going to say that one more time. I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will find me. Simple. All right, so let's get into the first screenshot real quick. It says focus on the things you can control. I just want you to understand this video. I want you to realize this, like, for real, you're the most permanent thing in your life. And with that being said, you can't really control somebody else. You can only really control your own self. You know, like when I say that, I mean, like, for example, say you're trying to help somebody out. You give them all this information, you're trying to guide them the right way, you're trying to help them. At the end of the day, they are their own person. So it's up to them really to then act. And if you can clearly see somebody not utilizing your time in the right way, the correct way, just understand you can never go wrong with then just choosing yourself, prioritizing yourself, your wants, your needs. And it's crazy because people will literally try to make you feel like what you're doing, you prioritizing yourself, giving yourself me time, you time, right? They will try to make you feel weird about it. They will, and that's the thing. When you feel like you're being rude or you're being wrong for like choosing you, bro, like those people are in the wrong in reality. Like you got to realize, like, nobody, like anybody and everybody that cares for you, that will like want the best for you, will always support you, you know, taking time to prioritizing your wants and needs. They will understand that, because first of all, you are the most permanent thing in your life. Like, before you can help somebody else, you got to make sure you're good for it. That's something that we've also, you know, talked a lot about in the past few months, but it's like, for real, like, before you can help somebody else, you got to make sure you're good, or in reality, it's kind of pointless. Like, you're not going to be able to help them in the best way possible. All right. So your time, your energy, your efforts, your actions, just make sure it's not being drained by somebody, you know, like that's one of the few things that you can control. So putting that into yourself, prioritizing that for yourself, it's like a huge passion project. Like your whole life is a passion project. You got to realize that, like, you can never go wrong with just working on yourself, focusing on yourself, being the best you. And if you feel like you aren't being your best you, then you can spend that time of yours that's tied to your last breath on making sure that you are your best self. All right. And last but not least, the second one says this: I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will find me. Simple. You not chasing somebody, but then choosing yourself. You don't got to chase nobody. You don't got to run after them. Nope, you're already there. You just have to come back to the present and just be one with yourself. And once you do that, once you get to a point where you're one with yourself, you're present with yourself, you're present with your thoughts, your entire being, period. You prioritize yourself. You're not chasing. You're not being distracted. Your focus is on you. You start to figure out, you start to think about, well, what matters most to me? What do I prioritize? What are my wants? What are my needs? Once you understand what that is, you start attracting it. You start manifesting it. You start heading in that direction. You feel me? That's you attracting. That's not you chasing. That's you literally going towards what you deserve, what you're worthy of. And when you hang out with a lot of people, I feel like you got to realize, like, sometimes it's pretty easy to forget about your own self, that you are your own self, that you have your own wants, your own needs. Like, it's pretty easy to be distracted by what others got going on in their life. So I'm just making this video just to remind you, yo, you can never go wrong And you should never feel shame in terms of just choosing you, like spending time focusing on you. All right. With that being said, that's pretty much it that I felt like sharing with y'all today. Like, for real, keeping it simple, real simple. 5-minute video, boom, let's get it, yeah. But nah, for real, that's pretty much it that I wanted you to just to really understand today. Is like, like, you can only do so much for somebody, right? And so, you know, make sure you understand who you're giving your time to, and make sure that you're giving yourself enough time to figure out that you, like, you know, figure out if you're living your life in the way that you want to currently, and if not, start figuring out how you can get to that point where you are living your life, because you are literally, you are the most permanent thing in your life, bruh. Like, for real. So you really got to appreciate that. And when you have enough time, when you give yourself that time, when you choose all of you, you recognize right there in that moment that you've been valid as is, that you've been great as is, that you've been important enough, worthy enough from the start. You feel me? So give yourself that time, give yourself that space, and you will see, bruh. All right? I'm letting you know, like, for real, straight up. All right. Anyways, that's pretty much it that I felt like sharing with y'all. I can't believe you just seen that. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it that I felt like sharing with y'all for today. That's trying to make sure that I said that correctly. Amen. No cuts in this beat. You like. All right, anyways, that's pretty much it that I felt like sharing with y'all. It's your boy, CEO Hopshun. I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow. I love y'all. Peace.